Hey, what's up YouTube? I am very pleased to bring you this video. I'm going to start out with a shout out to Midwest Tool Reviews. I don't think I've shown these ratchets in a video to you guys yet, but we've made a couple of trades back and forth, and this is a Blue Point ratchet, and this is an indexing 1/4-inch ratchet. So basically, just push down and you can spin it around 360 degrees. You can lock in a socket and you can use it like dual action like that. So it can be used as a speed ratchet as well. What I particularly like about this ratchet is it's very small. It's got a small profile, as you can see here. Very small profile. These are inch blocks right here. So that's the size of it. That gives you a good idea. And this is another ratchet that just got to me last week. Yep. And it's a little bit different. It's a Blue Point. There's a BP in there. And the SRTC or IC Superior Ratchet. I think, what is that? I'll come back to you guys with the meaning of that. But anyways, this ratchet right here is awesome. It's shorter. Get that zoomed in, focused. Yes, it's much shorter. So you're able to get it into different places that you'll be able to get this one into. And that's what really turned me on to it. But what turned me on to these ratchets in the first place is it was 1/4 inch and a very small profile. If you look at a lot of indexing ratchets, they're rather bulky, you know, so that doesn't help. So yeah, freaking love these ratchets. I have owned indexing ratchets in the past and I didn't like them because they were just bulky. You know, the times you did need them, they didn't work. So yeah, this one, it actually is perfect for getting around this this bolt on my header. So that's what really turned me on to picking these up. So now I'm able to get at that bolt next to my headers. So if I have exhaust leaks I need to address, I'm able to tighten down my exhaust bolts now and fix that gasket issue, you know? But anyways, this is a big shout out to Midwest Tool Reviews. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have these ratchets. And you know, I gotta give it to him. He is not a greedy man. You know, people might think I don't think he's greedy at all, but seeing a guy with a bunch of nice Snap-on tools, they might think oh, that guy's greedy. No, he's got to work to find those tools, and it takes work to find tools. It's like you just can't pop onto Facebook and just expect a deal every time you do it. You got to really keep an eye out for that stuff and know what you're looking for. So yeah, just, you know, so don't think, oh, he got that for 20 bucks, so he should sell it to me for 25 or 30. And it's like, no, that's not how it goes. If he paid 20, he's rightfully owed the retail price, the retail fair market value. Like these ratchets right here, I forget what we did on this one here, but I know on this one I gave him 2 sets of Snap-on pliers, which everybody knows those aren't cheap. So, you know, about $100 for $100, because he's probably about easy $100 bill a piece on these ratchets. Even with this one being used, I bet you it could be $120 on eBay. And this one, probably $130 since it's brand new. And since it's like a set, that might command more. You know, these ratchets were only made for a small period in time. They weren't out for very long. And that's something that kind of gets at collectors, is how long it was available and how many units were made. And yeah, so that's gonna be the future of those. They're gonna be collector items for sure. They already are collector items. You haven't been able to get an indexing ratchet until recently, like a USA one. Mako started recently producing them again, and I think Max started producing them again. Otherwise, it's been a few years since you've been able to buy a USA-made 1/4 inch indexing ratchet. So anyways, I want to get on to the main start of this show, and it's going to be the top 6 tools of 2020, and you can even count those in it, but I don't know if we're going to have 6. But these are, everybody knows these, the Knipex 8701 180. You know, I went with the 180s instead of the 200s or the 250s because this is the perfect size, you know? It's a good size. It's not too big, it's not too small, and you can pretty much get any 14 millimeter, 17 millimeter bolt. And if you need a pipe or something, you know, I have bigger pliers, so that's why I haven't gotten those yet. I'm surprised I haven't picked up more of these. I did own the pliers wrench and the small version of these, but I ended up selling them because I didn't need $100 worth of pliers that were that big, and I didn't even use them. I never found uses for them. One time, I used the pliers wrench. So, actually maybe like 2 times, 3 times, but I am going to get another one. I just don't want that small size that I got before. You know, size does matter. So that's number 1. Number 2 is a recent purchase as well. I think I forgot to show that in a tool haul, and I forgot to show this in a tool haul as well. These were Amazon Day buys. And this is a Gearwrench, 1/4 inch torque wrench. What's the part number? Do I got a part number for you guys? Yes, 85060. Got the instructions there, and I've used this a couple of times already. Dog hair on it to prove it. And so you guys get the idea of the size of it. So we got 0.5, 1/2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about a little bit over 10 inches. This 1/4 inch ratchet is, or the 1/4 inch torque wrench. And this goes up to 20 to 200 inch pounds. No, sorry, 30 to 200 inch pounds. So, yeah. A big reason why this is an important tool to have these days is the parts are made of cast aluminum. And so when you're working on your car and putting in new fasteners into that cast aluminum, you don't want to basically stretch out your bolt or strip it out. So it's good to have one of these and torque it to spec. And next tool, set of tools. These are my SnapOn terminal toolkits. I'll put the part numbers of everything up in the corner here or here. I forget where it's going to be, but I will let you guys know the part numbers because I forget the part number for this set here. These are a little different style blades, and it comes with a pen vise, and these have separate different size blades in them for just poking. Your OG plastic hard handles, and these are the OG plastic grips, or yeah, plastic soft grips, or rubber soft grips, I don't know. But these, the importance about these will save you money in the long run. These sets may cost a little bit of money pony up at first, but they will save your butt. If you're working on an older vehicle from like the 90s or the 80s and you're doing electrical stuff, you may need to replace one of the terminals. So getting into that terminal is really important so you can have a legitimate wiring harness. You don't want a hacked up wiring harness on somebody's car, so you could just go and replace the terminal at the source of the plug, if that may be the issue. So that's why I like having these. or you could just, or you're replacing the wire in the harness, so you can just boop, put in that new terminal, so you can replace that whole section of wire, you know? So that's why I like these. They save you money, frustration, and all that stuff working on an older vehicle. Next up, it kind of goes with these. I am very thankful to get these. I have had every style of these strippers, and the SnapOn has been the best. They have the sharpest, most positive cutting that I've come across. The Vims, they do good, they cut nice, but the chrome starts to flake. And the Carlisle ones, they didn't cut all the way through. You would kind of have to screw around to get the sheeting off. So, yeah, these are really nice. Excellent buy. You know, these are a tool that you're going to have the rest of your life. So that's the way you look at buying these tools. These are tools that they have a lifetime warranty, and they're made of quality, and I'm going to have them for a lifetime. Why don't I just go ahead and spend that extra money instead of buying something that I might have to replace in a couple of years, or I might not care about enough and I'll lose it, you know? So, yeah, that's something to look at there. Next up, some Mayhew tools from the Mayhew Pro line, and these are extractors. Best set ever right here, and I still have it from that time I used it. Haven't had to use it since, but they're there, and these are quality. See how they're all tweaked and stuff? That way you could just pound it in there, and it gets in there good, and you could just make it come right out. So yeah, that right there. And last but not least, this is a little simple tool. These are just a pick set. These are Ullman devices. It's good to have a good quality pick set, you know. These are only about $10 a set, maybe under it. But it's got good knurling and a nice hook. And they are super duty strong. They're not that brittle, shiny Harbor Freight pick set that, you know, you break a tip. That wouldn't be good if it lands into your intake or your I don't know, some other open area spot. That wouldn't be good for a metal tip to get in. And I have this style here, the smaller ones, which they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-inch long picks. And then I also have this long set, and I think those are 9-inch pick. And this is a 6-piece set with a few different varieties, and they go up to as many as a 8-piece set. See that? This is just a hook. There's no crick to this one. There's a little curve to that one. And this one here, this one's got a little crick to it, how it tweaks off to the side there. So that's how those bad boys are. So that's a wrap, guys. If you like this video, or if you liked any of the tools, I will, as many of the tools as I can include, like the Knipex, the Mayhew, the ullman, and even the torque wrench, I can put those down in my Amazon affiliate links at the bottom. I finally got one of those, got that 1,000 subscribership, so yeah. So if you guys want to support the channel, that's one way of doing it. So yeah, appreciate you guys for checking out this video. That's enough of the shilling for now. Deuces.